Wastelanders, Reese here from Reese and D.O.G Gaming. Thanks for dropping by. Today we're going to be driving into Oberland Station, my latest settlement build in the making. Oberland Station is just northwest of Diamond City here on the map. I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into a fly around tour so you can see what I already have in progress. Future Reese here. So guess who didn't hit the record button when they started to do the flyover mentioned at the beginning of this video? Me. I'm the problem. It's me. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I had to reload a previous save. It was actually one just maybe 10-15 minutes before I had started recording this episode. So I don't think there was anything that I did that you'll see in the video, that would be missing from here. So everything should still be mostly the same. So let's go ahead. Oh, sorry about the dog there. Okay, so we're gonna start in the middle of the settlement, otherwise some of the assets won't load. So let me get up here a little bit, and we'll just kind of do a full circle, and then I'll move around a little bit. I also saw these lights off in the distance, so I'm going to talk about that here in just a moment. Can't really see what's going on from clear up here, so just kind of spin around. Okay, so let's just head on over here. Give you a kind of a general overview of what's going on and how big the place actually is with the expanded build limit. Down here, we kind of got some housing along with the pier with all the fishing boats, the restaurant. And then over here, this is kind of the original settlement side in my mind. Which before we got the build limit, this was kind of it. Is these two houses, this house, and I had a little bit of a farming area right here. But this is kind of about where, somewhere right in here, where my cursor is. Somewhere kind of about in here is where the settlement ended. Originally on this side. So those lights over there, I just went and looked before I actually started recording. That is the alien crash site. I don't know how I never noticed that that was there this whole time I've been building here. Let me take myself out of camera mode here. But yeah, so just had a little conversation with my husband right before I started recording about how we wonder if it always crashes in the same place, and I'm not sure because I know that there's, a cave associated with it, so I don't know if the cave spawns in or wherever it crashes, or if it always crashes there, and out of all the times that I've played through, if I just never noticed it. So, if you guys know, let us know. Okay, so I'll just give you a really quick kind of walkthrough. So this is my original vendor's area, and I actually had it over to the left here on the screen, closer to those houses, those original houses. And I moved it with a clipboard tool after we expanded the build area. It's kind of deconstructed as I noticed that my settlers that I assigned to run the stores here actually couldn't get in the stores. They can go up and down in the building, all around the outside, up the stairs, across like the front deck area, and they can get upstairs and inside their rooms. I basically built, kind of their house above their store. So the only thing that I could think of is just that there's too much stuff crammed in there too close together, and it's just messing with their pathing, and they can't get in there. I can't even make them walk in there when I select them and tell them where to go. So I took a bunch of stuff out and kind of tested it. And if I take everything out, a bunch of stuff out, they can walk through there. As soon as I put it all back in, they can't. So I'll probably rebuild those stores and make them bigger, but leave them somewhere right in this general area. You were walking through the dirt there, I think. Your feet were kind of underneath. I'm not going to go inside the houses here yet. I'll save that for the final walkthrough because I have these 99% of the way complete as far as decorations go. So I'd like to save that for the end. But you can see here is the workbench. I didn't move it. This is where it originally is when you come here. And I tore down the station. To me, even if you're trying to stick with the lore and vanilla assets, that building just isn't something that you would keep long term as a settler in my mind. The reason being is there's only one way up. The only usable space is up in the top of it. So it makes a good lookout point, but even from a defensible point, it's not really that realistic because unless you can snipe everybody as they're coming up to you, you have no way to get out of there. So if you get surrounded and there's too many people for you to take out, you're kind of just done. So one of the first things I did was tear that down and put up this house. Now you'll see that this house is a little bit on the junky side. I built the majority of it with Woody's Wasteland. And I was happy with that, but as I continued to build, I just kept thinking how, over time, especially with the Minutemen's help, rebuilding the Commonwealth, they would have started to patch up holes in the walls, stuff like that. They wouldn't have left there was a lot of blank holes in the walls. So I used, patchwork pieces from various mods to stick on the side of the walls and gap fillers to fill in. Like, for instance, right here, you can see, here's one of the gap filler pieces I put in because you could see through there before. And when this was still a small settlement, I was like, you can't really build out, so let's build up. So these are, 3 stories, uh, 2 bedrooms, and then a main floor. So each of these houses, you know, 2 settlers, um, with their own room. And so I didn't really have a whole lot of, settlers here. I turned off my beacon and that was kind of it. Just a few people to farm and enough people to run the stores. And then there's 2 bedrooms in this main house, and I assigned the original 2 settlers to the beds here. So I figured, they got first rights to that house. And once we expanded, then I had all of these crazy ideas. This place has kind of evolved and changed a couple times. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking at. Everything else from here has all been added since we expanded. And I moved like all their farming stuff that was originally over here. I just tore all of that out and moved it all down over here. Okay, so I think that's going to do it for the quick walkthrough and flyover, and I will see you in the rest of the video. So I think the next part that I wanted to work on is down here. I want to do another level. And initially I was thinking to try to line it up with here, but I don't want to raise this whole thing. I don't know, what do you guys think? Is it worth the time to move all of this stuff again and raise it all a little bit higher to do another level here, or should I just consider that its kind of own area and level this off? In the meantime, I actually need to check, because okay, we've got 18 people, 18 beds. We could probably use some more water. So maybe I'll start with that. Let's go put another water tower up here. Oh, can I make it up the hill? There we go. Actually don't know that there's enough room. Could do a water purifier down here in the water, I guess. I kind of wanted to keep that all clear for the fishing. Let's see, is there enough room off over here on this side? Oh, look at that. He's gonna sit down and fish. Or just sit in the chair and relax, I guess. Not really. Oops. Let's see. Where else would a water storage tank fit? Maybe off over by the restaurant. Could be like their water supply. I don't know if we have some room back here where we could put one of the land ones. Maybe like right here. Let's see. Turn it around so that it's facing. Is that floating on the other side? I think that might be floating. That wouldn't be so bad. would just need some power. Is there, if I scoot that over there, is there room for two? This is gonna be a pretty large settlement, so. All right, now I need some power. I don't like those noisy gas generators, so we're gonna go clear over here. And let's put one of these on the side of the building. And all right, let me come over here. All right. They could probably use some more defense too, but I'm not quite sure how I want to do that. When this was a smaller settlement, I just had these turret towers from Woody's Wasteland in all four corners of the settlement. But that doesn't really fit with what we got going on here now, and I haven't decided how I want to change that. So it is what it is for now. Okay, so let's see. If we come down here, maybe I should just start putting some grass in and see where we land. Oh, I gotta figure that out too. I didn't realize that didn't go all the way down to the bottom. Maybe. Okay, let's do this. Oh, we're in power. It's not where I want to be. Or no, those are in Snappy. Let us know if you have any ideas or suggestions for mods. We do have a mod list on our community page. You could take a look at that. Let us know if there's any of them that you like or want us to showcase for you a little bit more. Maybe it's a mod that you've thought about getting, but you're not really sure if it's one you'd like. We'd be happy to go through the menu for you and kind of show you what all comes in it. All right, there we go. Let's bring that down. Oh, that's gonna take forever. Let's see if I can remember how to increase the... that's rotation. To this one. Let's try that. There we go. That's better. How do we feel about that? Let's see. That might still be a little bit higher than I want it. Maybe about there. All right, let's go back up one. place some more and see what that looks like. And do I want to come over here and keep going this way? Oh, pop in there. There you go. Now this might be easier to do from up here now. And so how do you guys prefer playing with mods, without mods? Do you like both? Let us know in the comments. We are partial to playing with mods, mostly just because we found there was a lot that we wanted to do that we couldn't when we didn't have mods. And we did learn some like tips and tricks like the pillar glitch tool and the rug glitch. You know, dropping items from your inventory and picking them up to like try to place on shelves and stuff, but it just takes a lot longer to do and get anything accomplished. So I applaud anybody that prefers to play that way. And I've seen some really amazing builds from people that don't have mods as well as people that do. All right, so I think that's probably a big enough area. Ooh, I don't know if you guys just saw that. That Brahmin dropped in from the sky over there. Happens quite a bit at this settlement. More than I've seen it at any other settlement I've ever built at. So let's see. Let's come up here and see what that looks like from up here. And I don't want to go, you know, grass all the way to the edge either. You know, I want there to be, you know, a fair amount of, you know, dirt and beach still left down there. Okay, so if we go over this way, can I blend this down? Or are we going to kind of be stuck? And do I want to start angling down with these? Let's try it with an angle. Maybe. Should we start clear back here? Because I feel like otherwise. Well, I don't know, because down here that's going to turn into grass right away. So let's start at this end and see what we got. Oh, is that a corner? Wow, I'm in the not right spot. Here we go. Corner or slope. There we go. Oh. All right. Still looks awfully tall on this end, but so let's see. Let's move this one out and let's see if that gets too low already from here. I mean, other than the random dead stuff sticking out. I think I actually might like that better. And then maybe this will just be our last level right here. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Are we? Oh, no, it's the same height. We've been considering getting a greenery mod just to add a little bit more green to the trees and the land. We've had debates amongst each other, debates with friends and family, you know, about the inaccuracy of everything being green in the Fallout 4 universe. So let us know what your thoughts are on that. Would you like to see more green in the Commonwealth? Do you care? Is this was a regular block, isn't it? Yep. Alright, so let's do this last row here. And I don't know if I should keep going over and try to blend this in over here, so let's just take that across and see what happens. Okay, that's a regular one, so we could probably just do the little half one here. If I get it to pop where I want it to, there we go. Yeah, so it's gonna kinda, oop, hello, right. Alright, so, oop. Hold on, let's see. Okay, now let's try it. Or am I just not up close enough? I just don't think I was anywhere near far enough up. Okay. So that's gonna kind of put us right there. But I don't think I want to go any higher than that. And any further out. Alright, so let's come back here and take a look. I think I might want to keep coming this way with it. But for now, I'm just gonna put the retaining wall up and let's see what this looks like from there. And do we want to do a different style here? We don't really need the grates. Does this look the same? Well, it kind of does, except for it has the top cap on it. Oh, is this a different style? Yeah, this is a different style. Okay, so let's check this one out. That's the only thing with this one is when we get to the very end. gonna have this little bit. Alright, so let's just see if I take this one out. And I use the same style without the cap. Yeah, that's the same ones, I think. Yeah. Okay, those are gonna sit higher. But what if we bring it? Oh, whoa, I forgot my step was still that high. Alright, let's try. There we go. So, I mean, that would kind of be more where I would want it. Whoops, stuck there. So I feel like I definitely need to change this around a little bit. Oh, and I used different. I think I did the rest of it all in this style and then this very end piece in that. Okay. I don't know. I kind of like the way the end cap looks better. I just don't like how it turns out on this end. So for now, I think I'll just leave this piece that's like this, and let's maybe raise it up just a little bit. And then as I figure out kind of what I want to do with this section over here, and kind of go from there. Just for their sake, I better put some sort of stairs down here, because we can always move them, figure out what we... Oh, whoops. I didn't even make sure it was facing out. Just to make sure that they can... Oh, I had trouble with this yesterday. Am I going to have to move the wall? Nope, there we go. They actually, oddly enough, the first few settlers that were here, including the two that are always here at Oberland Station when you get here, they kind of have... Oh, hello there, up on the roof. They kind of have trouble pathing, and they, after all this time, because I've been working on this settlement for quite a while, have not managed to really leave much beyond the house. Every new settler that's came in since though, so I think maybe like the first 6 settlers is the problem. Everybody after that, they get a little confused as I keep adding more of this stuff, but ultimately they've been finding their way around. They can get down to the docks, they can get to the restaurant, to the other houses. As you saw, that guy was down there at the fishing chair. Everybody else has just kind of been stuck here. So I'm not quite sure what was up with that. I know we had kind of, you know, read that with the, when you expand the settlement area, that sometimes your settlers, you know, just don't ever leave the original area. So we weren't quite sure if that was going to be a thing. And it looks like for the most part, since we've done it, any new settlers are fine, but the ones that were originally there have not been able to go outside of the original build area. So I'm curious to see the next settlement that I do, if that's still a thing. Okay, so let's clear the weather again. And this time I won't try to talk and read. Whoop, wrong thing. Ooh, that's nice and bright. Maybe a little too bright. Okay. And I did notice when I was flying around in toggle free camera mode that, you know, a lot of this stuff hadn't loaded in to the stores, and it's there now. I couldn't remember if I had deleted the stuff or if it just hadn't loaded in. Okay, so I think the next thing that I want to work on is maybe trying to put something in right here. I kind of had an idea that this would be like another little grassy area. Haven't really decided what I want to do with it. So maybe we'll just start throwing some grass in here too and see what happens with it, and then I can kind of go from there. That's kind of how my brain works. Sometimes I just have to start putting stuff down. Okay, so, and actually I was just looking, and I don't think it probably makes sense to have a window right here, so let me go do that now. Because they would just be looking at a brick wall. Well, I wonder if they can even though I can step up in here, I don't know if they can. So, yeah, it's not a very appealing view. Maybe, let's see, what do I have right there? So yeah, maybe let's just switch these out. Oops. Oh. Can I reach ya? There we go. Keep trying to walk backwards like there's not something there. Did that snap in the right place? Yeah, I didn't realize. Wonder if there's corner caps there. I'll have to check that out. Okay, whoops, sorry. Sometimes I forget that other people might be watching this. I'm trying not to move too fast and make you dizzy. Okay, so I was thinking maybe this area down here would be like a little kind of park garden type area with some benches and flowers and maybe a few trees. Just a place where people can come and sit and relax and look out over the water. So I'll have to think about that for a little bit, if that makes sense here. So I think we're just gonna, like I said, leave this as is, and I may change it. If I do, it won't make you guys watch me tear that all down and put something back in its place. So I'll work on that off camera. And I'm also thinking maybe it doesn't make sense to put more grass right here. Also, I don't know. So if I put that up there, is that going to be too high where some of that dirt is sticking out? Maybe some of these that aren't quite fully green. So this is kind of the spot. Oh, will you snap on this side? Probably not. Okay, what if I do this? And then, there we go. And let's just grab you. that's for sure too high. How low can I go with this before that starts sticking back out? And do we care if it's sticking out a little bit? Because I don't really want to go higher with this wall. But we could maybe put... Oops. Fencing up in between it just so that it keeps it still blocked off and keeps people from walking off of there. How much of that is sticking out? I think that's okay. Kind of have to slope up a little bit though. And maybe... Okay. Whoops. Let's keep the... Maybe have some patches of grass. And I'm definitely not going to try to go all the way up the side of this hill. That would just be too much, I think. Okay. And I don't know that I want to wrap around the corner with that, but let's go to this side. See, I think this is just a regular one. I don't want grass poking out everywhere. Oops, that didn't snap in the right spot. So if we go, nope, this way, maybe, which way is that facing? That way, okay. There we go. No, that's not gonna work. We would have to do a full piece there, I think. And except for then we're gonna have this, so I can't. All right. So let's maybe put this one over here. And put maybe that there, and do another sloped piece. Oh, other way. Which is gonna leave us with this funky little thing. So, oh, and we're not even faced the right way here. Oh, that's a corner piece. This piece. Which is really high, so I don't know that we would want to come clear out past this. Okay, so let's take that out for now. Let's go this way. Oh, there we go. I don't know if we keep going down, are we gonna... Yeah, because of that corner. Sometimes I wish we had deeper slopes, but I might be able to do something different with that so that it's not a sharp edge. So I'm just gonna leave that for now. Okay, so I'm still not sure that I like this over here. Let's see, that's outer edges, grass, sidewalks. What else do we have? Got grass mounds. Is there? There is some of these. Don't think that they're gonna be quite as big as I was looking for. Now, one of the problems that we have is we have so many mods, sometimes it's hard to remember where other things like this are. So I will try to spare you guys from some of the searching. Okay, so I did kind of look around, and I'm not really seeing anything else that I like as far as, you know, like hilltops or grass mounds that we could use that would maybe look a little bit more natural. A lot of it was too see-through, so you can tell that it's something that doesn't belong there. But just to show you kind of one of the things I was looking at, we'll go to Caro tab, decorative garden, and we have these foliage mounds. So let me just place a couple of them just so you can kind of, you kind of got to overlap them because they're pretty see-through. Do a couple different ones here. Let's see. Alright, so let me get out of build mode. I mean, they're not horrible, and you can't really tell quite as much now that it's getting dark, but I mean, you can see it kind of like right there. Oh, like right in through there, you can see the dirt underneath, so you would really have to overlap them and put a lot in. And I mean, I'm kind of getting stuck on them. Obviously, I didn't place them that carefully, but you'd have to sit there and finagle and play with it to get them placed, you know, at the right kind of levels so that you could actually walk around. I mean, they might be good for let's see if we went lower. you know, for kind of like pops of color here and there, maybe like up on the hillside. Let's see. Let's see, what is this one? Oh, that's a pretty good, yeah. Alright, so we'll maybe try that one over there. Just kind of see what that looks like coming, you know, down the hillside. Maybe that'll add some pops of color without being too much. Let's maybe try like right here. What is that? Oh, ivy panels. Is that the one? Let's see, I was kind of thinking maybe this one. If we sink it down, maybe. No, maybe not though. Because that big old piece is going to be sticking up. But let's maybe. Or maybe we want this. No, I don't think that's going to matter. Alright, let's just try something like that. I mean, other than this big obvious piece here, that's actually not too bad if we just wanted like a little bit where it doesn't look like it's floating right here, like maybe, you know, there's like weeds and stuff trying to come back through. So I might play with that a little bit off camera too, just because this is such a stark contrast, you know, coming from grass to just a dirt mud hillside. So actually maybe I'll just leave that one there for the moment, so that way when I am doing a few things off camera I don't forget to try to figure out a way to use those. Let's go ahead and clear the weather and change the time. Oop. Hold on. That's not what I wanted. I wanted date and time. There we go. Let's just go ahead and go with 9 a.m. And then let's see if we even need to clear the weather, because it's a little foggy, but it's not bad. Well, looks like everybody's in the restaurant. Let's see if I can find my one unassigned settler in here real quick. Oh, got a little jumpy here. There's lots going on in here. Paul. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so they're not in here. The only unassigned person in here is Nick. So I don't really know for sure. I ran around here last time I was in building for a good 15-20 minutes looking for him. Never did find them, so I have no idea where they're roaming about, but
if you work, you eat. It's as simple as that.
pretty sure you're assigned because you're named. Oh, you guys are all vendors, so it's not going to be you. Or traveling merchants, I mean. I have no idea. I'm sure they're here somewhere, or they fell through the world and stuck on a roof, something. Hard telling. So I kind of want to do something over here for these guys. I remember watching a playthrough one time with a mod that has where you can actually like make them their own, basically vendor stalls, I guess it would be. And then they have like assignable rugs, and you can put rugs down for their guards and stuff. And so then they'll sit there. And for the life of me, I think I looked for a good like hour the other day, just changing my search terms in Google and YouTube on Nexus, yeah, all kinds of different places, Reddit, and I just was not able to find it. And I can't remember who I was watching. So if any of you out there know what mod that is, if it's still a good mod, just let me know in the comments, because I'd really like to check it out if it's still a viable mod. Otherwise, I still, even if that isn't, I still want to figure out something for them here. And I know depending on how they spawn in or whatever, they're not always going to be in the right place. But right now, obviously, they're all, crammed into this one little station. Got a cricket and...
What? This place just has farmers? Shit. All they want are pipe pistols and stupid ammo. Or as the maniacs slobbering for a Minutemen, right?
Sorry, cricket. But yeah, Trash Can Carla. The other day I had, I don't know, 6 of them here, 5 of them here. It feels like, I don't know, the whole place was full. At Doc Weathers, and Carla, and Cricket. Okay. So maybe I'll wait on this then and see if you guys have any suggestions, or if you know what that mod is. Maybe try to do some more research. I don't want to build something and then find it and then have to rebuild it. So I think maybe we'll call the episode here for today. And off camera, I may play with a couple things, see what I like and don't like, and kind of get an idea of if I like this little area and what I want to do with it, and that lower area and what I want to do with it. And maybe, kind of decide if it's worth, kind of bringing this all in together. So I don't think I went in the yurt, so maybe I'll show you that before we leave. But just a nice little relaxation area for the settlers. And let's see, and just pop a little squat. Oop. Oh, that's right, I'm not in third person view, so it's not going to show me. Whoops. Anyway. But yeah, so depending on where they sit, some of them it looks like they're listening to music, and others just looks like they're relaxing or reading a newspaper. right, guys. Well, thank you very much for stopping by. And if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. You can check out our other content in our playlists. And if you have any ideas, suggestions, just let us know. Even if it's a different settlement or something you'd like to see in the future, we're perfectly open to, trying to take what you guys want to see, take your idea and turn it into a reality in Fallout 4. So thanks, guys. Have a great day, and we will see you in the next episode.